Hello everybody, this is El Capitano here at Foodie World Media, where we bring you another tactical breakdown. Today our game is about Barcelona versus Real Oviedo in the La Liga. Our first tactical analysis about Barcelona in the La Liga. Let's get into the game. Barcelona started the game with 4-2-3-1, as always, with the intention of counting on a high press, utilizing their players to apply pressure on the opponents during the build-up. This led with an early chance for Olmo in minute 2. A powerful strike from outside the box. This demonstrated the intention that Hansi Flick started the game with. However, Barcelona struggled with the build-up in the first 10 minutes, as we could see in minute 6 and minute 7, two failed attempts to build up from the back by Martin. This forced Barca to rely on individual brilliance, with a beautiful run from Rashford in minute 7. Showed his individual skills to break through the lines. Barca also tried to bring in back tiki-taka, the old style, the old Barca again. In minute 12:50, when Garcia and Rafinha brought us back, took us back to Xavi, Iniesta and Messi and Busquets. During the first 15 minutes, it was noticeable that Casado was helping the defenders. He was also helping during the build-up. However, personally, I didn't like Casado today. He wasn't able to retain the ball, and he committed so many mistakes, especially with the passes. This is ain't Casado that we know. In minute 19, as we could see, he missed the pass, I don't know how, and this was his second pass. I think because he was nervous, he was under the pressure, because Hansi Flick counted on De Jong in the past few games, and he wasn't able to start the last few games. That's what made Casado nervous and not able to handle himself. I was quite surprised about this. Who am I gonna talk about? On the contrast, Rashford, he's back. The old Rashford, he got into Hansi Flick's system. He has improved a lot. He tried to show his skills, and when he saw him shooting in minute 21, but unfortunately, for the second time, this ball didn't want to enter the goal. He wasn't just amazing during the attack. When he lost the ball in minute 25, he was able to counter press. This is new Rashford that Hansi Flick created now. I love this Rashford. If he keeps doing what he's doing, he's gonna take the left flank to the next level. And for sure, Barcelona would be not only promised for the La Liga and the Champions League. Rashford didn't just counter press. Few minutes later, he missed an amazing chance. When Rafinha hit the post, then he got the ball with an amazing volley kick. But unfortunately, Aaron, the goalie, was there. Rashford was able to score 3 goals, but the bad luck was following him, as The same thing happened to Juan Garcia. The bad luck followed him when he came out of his goal, trying to clear the ball, but he didn't clear the ball. He gave the ball to the opponent, and the opponent scored an amazing goal from the central midfield. Come on, Garcia. We can do this, Garcia, here at Barcelona. Barca's fans, they were happy, flying from happiness the past few games when they saw you performing an amazing, phenomenal performance the past few games, and he was solid. But this time, he gave the ball to the opponent, and the opponent was able to score from the midfield. It was very unfortunate, but El Capitano completely trusts Juan Garcia because he's the missing piece in Barcelona's lineup last year. After conceding the goal, Barcelona didn't keep quiet. They responded by pushing into central spaces, as we could see in minute 37. And Barcelona concluded the first half with a tactical progression 2-5-3. The second half began with a dangerous chance by Real Oviedo, as we could see in minute 46, but Barcelona didn't keep quiet. They responded with another high press, and that created a chance in the same minute. However, during the defending, Barcelona relied on 4-4-2, as we could see in minute 46. But Hansi Flick, as the Capitano always says, he learns from his mistake. Whenever he does any mistake in the first half, he fixes it right away. He saw that Casado wasn't in his best shape. He took him out and brought in De Jong, who entirely changed the game. Him and Pedri, they reminded me of Iniesta and Busquets and Xavi back in the days when they control the midfield and control the tempo. When De Jong came in, we saw the creativity, and that led a chance for Barcelona at minute 55. That followed what? That followed the equalizer by Garcia. Araujo. Barcelona, after the goal, they felt the hunger. The players felt the hunger, and they wanted to score the second goal in order to catch Real Madrid, who's leading the board. And we saw that Rafinha had an attempt in minute 56, and followed by another attempt by Ferran Torres, but was saved by the keeper. During this period, Barcelona was building up with 4-3-3, as we could see in minute 58-17. De Jong gave the creativity in the midfield with Pedri. You could see the chemistry. You could feel the energy. You could feel they think alike. But here I want to take a second. It was obvious today the absence of Balde. Here I want to take a moment and speak about the absence of Balde. It was obvious today because Balde is one of the best players who open wide as a fullback and sometimes act as a winger on the left. But Martin was kinda slow. But when he goes to the attacking zone, you see him clashing with Rashford. You feel like him and Rashford, they don't have an understanding. In the last 30 minutes, some important substitutions. When Lewandowski came in instead of Rafinha, Lewandowski leave a goal. He created some chaos. He made the central defenders of Real Oviedo. You could feel that they were nervous. and that proved it with a goal from an amazing assist from De Jong, who changed actually the second half when he came in. When he brought some creativity inside. We saw the cross. It was an amazing cross. 20 minutes after Lewandowski's goal, Araujo refused to end the game without scoring his first goal in La Liga from an amazing corner. Although Barcelona sealed the victory and won 3-1, but Barcelona's players showed some hunger and they implemented high press in the last few minutes with a formation 4-1-4-1. I was surprised and amazed by this hunger. Hansi Flick, that's what he did to Barcelona's player. He made them hungry. He made them crave for more goals. And now, before ending the video, I want to feature some players and some tactical notes. Let's begin with Rashford. Rashford in the first half, I think he was the best player in Barcelona's team. As we saw in minute 7, he created an amazing chance. And followed in minute 21. He had another amazing chance, but he was unlucky to come out with a goal. But let me say this, he created some chaos and the all attacking was in his side. The second player I want to feature is Pedri. This man, he loves the simplicity. He acts like he's doing nothing, but he's doing everything. Let me keep it short. He was a key player for Barcelona's midfield as always. And another player I want to feature when he came in, he changed the build-up and he changed the game, is De Jong, who gave an amazing assist to Lewandowski, and he gave the creativity in Barcelona's midfield alongside with Pedri. The second last player I want to feature is Araujo. Araujo scored a goal, a beautiful goal in minute 87, and as well as he performed really well in defense, and he had an amazing clear out in minute 76. That clear out was a pivotal because Real Oviedo, if that chance had went in. And the last player I want to talk about is Lewandowski. In this season, we see that Ferran Torres took the first line for sure, but Lewandowski always comes in the second half, and he proves that he's an amazing player, although he reached 37 years old, but he was able to help the team when they needed him the most. And overall, Barcelona tried to adapt to different formation during different phases and different situations. This Barcelona is very flexible and very beautiful. Please, if you like the video, give us that like button and subscribe and leave your comment here. Do you think Barcelona would be able to win the La Liga this year or not? Peace!